Hey guys, it's me, pumpsnap, and I'm here to show you a new project I have started. So, yeah, I'll be showing you that when I bring the camera over. Okay, so I brought the camera over, and now I'm gonna be talking about the new project I started. This new project is a pump snap with a few modifications to the design. As you can see, it's gonna have a pump grip, which I do have, and two metal bars to prime it. If you guys have seen Ice's or UN13's latest video on his new finalized IPS, that's what I'm basically building. Only I'm not gonna have a clear plunger tube or a 1-inch back piece, so this back part isn't 1 inch, and it can't come apart just one solid piece. And I might do like that dumb hole stock almost design out of PVC, but maybe, I'm not sure. Show some dust off some foam I was cutting. Yeah, see a little foam, that's for something else that's not Nerf related, but it doesn't have that front half PVC like Nerfomania's original design had. So yeah, and I used one of those Home Depot bushings that fit into the front perfectly, 1 inch to ½ inch bushings. This uses a polycarbonate trigger that I made on the scroll saw. As you can see, it's squeaky, but I'll just leave it like that. The clothespin has been cut to length. The L bracket screwed in, and the polycarb has been screwed into the body. That way it doesn't move or anything, or glue doesn't melt in the summer. Next is the handle. It's made out of 1-inch PVC that was very, very dirty. I don't know why. I just found it. It was very, very dirty. So I'm gonna be sanding this blaster and painting it, which is something you hear me talk about doing very commonly. I don't like painting blasters because I'm not very good at spray painting, and I'm good at hand painting but not spray painting, and I'm not gonna hand paint such a big blaster. But I decided I'm gonna paint this thing since it's pretty ugly looking. It was originally screwed onto actually I put a cap that fit in here, stung there. I don't know what size that was, but I put it in, I gooped it into the 1-inch PVC, then screwed it into this. Well, this I screwed into the cap that was inside the 1-inch PVC. But it still was moving around a bit even with the goop, so I filled the bottom with tons of hot glue. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can. So you see a bunch of little bumps. That's all hot glue. And then there was a big gap all the way around, so I just covered it with epoxy putty, which I still need to sand down, but I'll be sanding this entire body when I'm ready to paint it. Then it has 4 screws connecting it to the body. It is removable. So yeah. As you can see, the slots cut out. And I have the slots cut out in the plunge rod, which is made out of PEX. It's the same outer diameter. Well, it's the same outer diameter as CPVC. It feels different though. It's like really, really white, unlike CPVC, which is off-white. And it's like, but it's thicker. It has a tighter fit on darts because the inner diameter is thinner, is smaller. So yeah, I think it's probably it's gonna get a perfect seal because yeah, I use the same plunger I had in the snap pistol I'm working on it, and it's getting a perfect seal. So I'm pretty sure this is gonna get a perfect seal as well. It has a 2-inch, I forgot to show you this, it has a 2-inch screw, 6/32 screw just going through it to a dart stop. Let's see, as I'm about to show you. Yeah, it's a dart stop. And then that was a bit too long, so I just cut it down and sanded it right there and put super glue around it. And I'm gonna fill this with JB Weld. That way it looks nicer. Oops, I bumped the camera. So that's the body. Now I'm gonna show you guys the pump grip, which is right here. As you can see, it has the metal bars on it already, which I will be bending right here. That way it goes down, that way it fits the blaster snug. Like, this is 1.5 inch thin wall PVC, and this is a 1/2 inch coupler. I want the 1/2 coupler, that way 1/2 inch coupler, that way I have something to like push on, like something for the back of my hand to push on. So I put that there. I used 2 hacksaw blades that were fairly thick. I found them in the hardware. They don't look thick on camera, but in real life, they're quite thick. This was what I originally used, 1/8 inch polycarbonate. But those didn't work well. They were bending a ton, and they didn't look sleek. The blaster didn't look sleek at all because that you can't bend you can bend polycarbonate, but that's kind of, you have to take a heat gun and melt it. Not melt it, but make it soft, and then bend it and all this stuff, which takes a while. And you can just bend the metal simply by getting pliers and just holding it there, then bending it, which is a lot easier. I have done it before. Bending thin metal like this is very easy. I'm gonna be sanding those teeth off, that way I don't cut myself, even though it can't really cut you. As you can see, I can rub my hand on it and I don't get cut. But I'll still be sanding those off just for safety reasons. Or actually, I'll just cut it off right there with my Dremel. I don't want to hurt anybody at a war, so I'll just be cutting those off just to make sure nobody can get hurt, because I don't want anybody getting injured at a war. I have to be cutting like into here, like a little, like half square almost. That way, for this to prime back all the way, as you can see, can't go back all the way because the trigger interferes. So I'm gonna be cutting a little square into it, almost like a half square. I'll be showing you guys that when it's done. Let me actually show you why I'm gonna be bending this. Lift the camera up a bit. Yes, does not. I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to film, which can fit bigger blasters, but whatever. As you can see, that doesn't look very sleek. That doesn't look very sleek, because it's like, it's just like over, and it's like a arcing down. So I'm just gonna bend it right here, so it goes down, then bend it again, that we can continue here, which will make it look quite nice and sleek. And the heroes, if you're watching this, which you probably will, don't worry, this is not gonna hurt anybody at any of the future NJNOs or other wars like that, that I will be intending that you host, because I will be cutting off the teeth, so don't worry about that. And I will be rounding off both sides, so it really can't cut anybody, because since it's thin metal, I'll probably put some thin foam around the edges as well, though I make sure it can't cut anybody or myself. So yeah, I'll be showing you some pictures of how dusty cutting PVC slots with a Dremel can be. I'll be showing you some pictures right about now. So, well, actually, so please comment, rate, subscribe, and I'm about to start playing the pictures.